Kento's looking... Dude, they're all looking cute today. Jake, Kento, Ben, Kayak, Uno. G2 might be one of the best looking teams this event, I'm telling you. The clown Pengu finally got out. The looks went up. The value is incredible. Looking good in their Adidas clothing. Very nice. Alama on his phone. Already bored of this T2 matchup. We're playing Chalet, boys. Team 1 banned Consulate, Villa, and Cafe Dostoevsky. And G2 banned Coastline, Clubhouse, and Oregon. I do think G2 banning Coastline makes perfect sense. I don't think you want to take Team 1 to a frag-heavy map. At the same time, Team 1 banned Consulate, which I thought they would actually want to play. It's Chalet. I think Team 1 and Chalet, I haven't seen them played before, but I am pretty certain they actually would be very good at the map, looking at how they played on Villa, and looking at if they can take that same kind of mentality about how they approach the game onto Chalet. I actually think they're a solid Chalet team. This guy is fucking video footaging himself with a GoPro right before the game. He had like a little thingy magic, and he's pointing and talking to the camera. This man is making content while making content. Man's gotta get his vlogging in before. He's literally standing in the background, talking to the camera moments before the match. The grind is on. This is some intimidation. Imagine D2 sees this. They're like, dude, this guy, he doesn't even care that we're here. He's vlogging, and it chalks your mental. You're like, god damn, these guys they're cold-blooded. Sheesh. Team 1 didn't 6-pick anything as mentioned. They were comfortable showing what they had. And what they have is also a pretty dynamic setup. They can play this combination with the Thatcher band on pretty much any given bomb side. Lemo gets injured early on, but should be fine. A little quick revive, and he should be back up on his feet. Or not. Kento takes out Neskin, and now Lemo is still injured on the staircase, which is be known to G2. Kento with a double to enter it up, and as I said, guys, the Goblin is out of his cave, and he is slapping on early. Levi takes down Uno. It is a 4 versus 3. Very, very aggressive gameplay so far. Levi looking to challenge Kento on the library stairs, maybe. Or maybe not. Kento activated. G2 relegated. And Levi... Nope. I was going to say Levi annihilated, but... didn't happen. In fact, Levi annihilates Kento. And the confident Goblin gets shut down, but the trade comes through. Beautiful from Citizen. This is the dynamic gameplay of G2 that we love to see, that they were kind of missing in the regular domestic region of Europe, where they were not looking this clean all the time. And if G2 can play off each other, off the refrags, that is when they are at their strongest. Now, 3 versus 2 for G2 in a solid position. I actually thought that was the real Ana, because it doesn't show the clone, except Neole. So I was like, this is some Giga Brain gameplay, but it wasn't. G2 in this position don't actually have to plant at all. They can just try and look for another kill and then seek to plant. Use that mana advantage to... Oh, speaking of mana advantage, Kai gets C4 through his own breach. Diffuser now in Narnia for G2, and now the frags need to be found. Citizen finds one. It's 1 versus 2. It's a C102 clutch, and Jake takes it. Virtue finds the Gonis, and it comes down to a 1v1. Smiles all across the board from G2, and the first round goes on the board. Yeah. G2 slow looking to crank out this defense setup. Nick comes out and he goes flying. Jake with 1. That's the first of the round. Kayak almost traded back in return. Kayak literally sitting on like 5 points of health here. Hate to see it. They got the top floor out now. Now they can squeeze them out from the side vertically. And once they get the vertical pressure, you can either come from the trophy stairs down into trophy, or you can go from fireplace side, walk into dining. You got 2 options really. Uno finds a Lemo. That is a smoke off the board. That's gonna be very good for G2, as the smoke can no longer delay them, as they are quite low on time. Kento finds KDS, and we're looking at a 5v2 possible flawless round here. G2's gonna take a slow now, drone it out, wait it out. They got time. The last thing I'll do in this position is to rush it. Another nade kill from Jake to find Neskin, and Citizen takes out Lagonis, the last man standing. Flawless round from G2. Very, very consolidated. Very, very structured. Very clean. The vertical play didn't even happen. They won the round as the hatch got opened. G2 opting for what looks like a more dynamic push where they're just applying pressure everywhere. oNe's on K9. Kayak breached the basement, open up the window to the main stairs. They're also on library balcony, so they're pretty much just everywhere right now, keeping Team 1 guessing. The frost traps, however, the POC mats as we call them, they could be deadly, and as I said, that nades are deadly too. Virtue with the third nade kill in 3 rounds finds KD as Lemo gets taken down by Citizen. Once again, looking at 2-man advantage for G2, 5 versus 3. Something to note is just, the timing there is so unlucky for Neskin. All he had to do was press left click, but the scope out came through. As you see, G2, they went in deep, they got the kills, and then Citizen actually backtracked outside the building instead of keeping that forward aggressive position, basically solidifying G2's position with the man advantage here. And that is something that is extremely valuable to point out, because how you lose the man advantage is if you overstay your welcome. Because the second you're going to be 2-man down, Team 1 is going to look to isolate as many targets as possible. And while they've been fighting on one side of the map, now they're planting all of a sudden, seemingly out of nowhere. It does not go through, the cover could not reach it, almost, but not quite. It is a 3v2, Laguna is very low on health. It's basically a 3v1.5 at this point. Oh, and Iana's head, dude, it's white on white, there's snow on the ground, you hate to see it. I see a lot of pro players basically beg to Ubisoft to give Iana some sort of headgear on her default uniform, because having that blonde wig and a pale ass face, it's so hard to see with the brightness settings of the outside world when you're inside the building. It's super difficult. Now do note there's 2 Team 1 players here in blue, and they need to play off each other. This refrag needs to happen. That is going to be crucial to win this round. It doesn't happen. Citizen sneaks past them, and with no bullets after his primary, going to go to the pistol, fire simming, and gets another one in blue. The triple kill so far. The Gon is now finding themselves 1v2, and it does not get to a 1v1. Kayak shuts it down. No plans, only frags. G2 takes round 4. Citizen literally sneaked past 2 guys in blue, killed the Melusi on side by the boat, swaps to his pistol, kills the other guy in blue. Look at this. Here we get the replay. Gets the kill, weapon swaps, bang, gets the blue guy. For being in such a bad position after he gets the first kill with no bullets, he gets an incredible value out of it. And that's where I think Team 1 played it poorly. That's exactly where it went wrong. If you had both guys in blue around the corner, and one guy will white swing Citizen, and the other guy close swing Citizen in the corner, it's basically guaranteed to kill him with a refrag. Meaning that you kill Citizen, but he kills one of you guys, so you trade 1 for 1. But because you have the man advantage being 4v3, you get into a 3v2, which is still considerably stronger than trading 0 for 2, right? Team 1, if they can swing together and they could play the refrag ability, that's their strength in that round. They didn't do it, Citizen got 2 kills, and the round was lost. 3 rounds so far have been opening kill for G2, and the 1 round that went into the favor of Team 1 got shut down, traded back instantly. This round is the first round where Team 1 actually has a solidified man advantage that does not get traded back almost instantaneously. So this is the best Team 1 has looked so far, with only a minute left on the clock as well. On top of that, G2 is looking to be in trouble. They gotta find an opening from this chokehold that is library stairs and library itself. And with oNe rappelling in, that should be the opening they find. Citizen does find a Lemo, who's been found every single round so far. No ratting about, no sneaking about. Not in our game. And Citizen, I think Citizen is one of the best lurkers probably in the world, or at least in Europe, I'll say. Citizen are standing for the map. Maybe not strategically is like the strongest, like when to plant, how to plant, like angles, but his understanding of knowing where enemies might potentially be and how he has to play the position while also benefiting his team at the same time is superb. Like even that, Lagonis gets a yellow ping, he goes to the pre-fire, and Citizen still wins the gunfight despite all of that. That's the Citizen difference. 1v1, or 1v2, sir. oNe is down. Team 1 hiding, biding their time. Kidia swings out wide and the kill comes through. And Team 1 takes their first round on the board. oNe having a hard time finding this Kite Claw, and truth be told, I don't know where it is either. But it is not being found. That's the downside of not bringing the IQ. But normally the vertical play or maybe even some explosives could do the trick. G2 lost the lost the ground, so might not find it at all. Might have just given up, actually. Now they have vertical play against him to work with. That does not make it easy. With no smokes on the side of G2, this is going to have to be a brutal gun fiesta. Citizen, the man for the job, goes in first, takes confrontation with the Melusi, but does not find the kill. Instead, he gets killed. Lemo gets 2 with a single magazine that isn't G11. Smoke comes out, denies the plant. And 3 versus 5. Team 1 finally solidifying a solid round for themselves. Could be flawless, but no. Levi turns his back against Kento and gets taken down in turn. And now it's going to be a running in, dying, fighting, virtual last man standing. It is a 4 against 0. And Team 1 actually takes the round. And Lemo finally woke up, dude. Man finally got some kills. Finally got some value. Didn't get picked off early. When you're playing the smoke, you are most often, if not definitely, the backbone of the roster. So if you're dying very early every single round with that operator, you are putting your team at a disadvantage. Smoke being alive with 0 kills is better than Smoke being dead with 2 kills. Because the gadget gets more value the less time there's on the clock. If there's only 10, 20, 30 seconds left and you smoke something, you can keep that smoke going the entire round. You can make a smoke last like 35 seconds solidly, right? If you're dead, despite getting kills early, your gadget didn't get a whole lot of value. Whereas with Jaeger, if you slap down your ADSs or Rook, slap down the armor, you're a passive operator, you have as much value the second the round starts as the last second of the round. With Smoke, with Lesion, with Wamai, your value goes up the longer you're alive for. Therefore, you don't want to have early engagements if avoidable. Liquid are playing Nuke and always getting a kill with her. What map are they playing, Zach? Actually, I can check that myself. Oh, they're playing Consulate. Oh, shit. I don't know what happened, but the cast is freaking out. Apparently, G2 got a kill. Woo! Lemo is dead once again. This guy is having a rough one. If G2 has a specialty, not now, not a year ago, but like ever since the G2 era, G2 has like always been notoriously known to shut down like star players. When we played Nesk back in the OG days, Nesk would not usually go big against us. When we play BDS, we're very good at shutting Shaiko down. When we play Empire, very good at shutting Joystick. We've always been kind of known to shut down key players. To me, Lemo is a key player of Team 1. He is a solid, consistent player. He plays Smoke Bug a lot. He plays a crucial role for his team that brings a lot of value. But he has been dead almost every single round within the first minute and a half. Except for one. And that's the round that they won. One of the 2 rounds that they won. It's not guaranteed they go pum pum, but they might. Virtue with a big swing. Not a huge fan of this overextension. If Virtue does die, then they have to give up library as the crossfire gets lost. Nate gets missed, lands inside the cabinet. Likely a window jump in here. Injure comes through. Doesn't really matter though. It's 2v5. Jake can crawl back into safety. Kento has the cross when that smoke evaporates. And his staircase position has been replaced. C4 on hand on the end of Kayak here, trying to get a dirty kill. Doesn't go through. Neskin gets an injury, so now all of a sudden we're actually playing 2 versus 2. If you count, or 2 versus 3, sorry, if you count Citizen as being down as well. Make it a 1v3 because they keep trading back and forth. Yeah, lots of doorways in this map. And again, you got basement floor, first floor, second floor. You got so many different levels, and usually as an attacker, you are going to be roaming around on at least 2 out of the 3 floors on this map. Here we go, dude. The nice part about Lion is that it gives you like a 3, 2, 1 go timer. 20 seconds left. Kite Claw on the wall. Here it goes. Gets taken down. Fermentor comes out. 18 seconds left. There's going to be a push with the breach most likely. I want to see it. Run into the breach for Might. Let's go. Here we go. Frag comes out. Never mind. Frag comes out the wrong guy. The flank comes around again, and the planner dies while going down. Oh my. 2v2, 3 seconds left. Levi has to stick this. The cover has to be there, but it's not. And G2, oh, almost shot the wrong guy. The Yak attack did. Fairmont running in was great, but then like he didn't commit to the peak. He had diffuser, then he had to plant. Nobody was covering the flank from blue. They got flanked around to Rosie. Messy. If they had a guy on the door covering the flank or dropping the hatch covering the flank, maybe they would have been great. But having only, you know, when Iana dies here, when she swings, it goes bad. If Iana had stayed outside the door, just holding the in angle, that would have been better. Because when Iana swings, she exposes herself first, and it puts the planter and the guy covering the plant in a really bad position. Most IGL in T2 at the moment, as far as I know, it's oNe and Kayak. And before that, it was me and oNe. Everyone kind of contributes, but you have two main IGLs, and that was oNe plus me, and now I imagine it's oNe plus Kayak. Depending on how well it's going for them, I assume Kayak is doing most of the IGLing. That could be incorrect. I don't know the ins and outs of G2 anymore, as I haven't played for them in a while. But when we picked up Kayak, that was for the intention that he got IGL. So that way oNe could focus on his gameplay more. You know, when we're non-native, like oNe is Finnish, I'm Danish. When you're IGLing in English, it takes a lot of brain power, a lot of attention and focus to IGL, which means slower reaction time, less focus and awareness on your own play and your own decisions, because you're always thinking macro level and a bigger picture, right? Not the micro. So often oNe would be saying something and then die while holding an angle, because he would be talking and his brain is focusing on translating from Finnish to English and then from English to Finnish so he understands it, and then he get peaked and he dies because his reaction time is like negative 200 because he's thinking too much, right? That's like the literal issue of European players speaking non-native languages. So oNe would always be like, ah, dude, I can't fucking... I'm talking, dude. I can't peek. I can't shoot. So if you can give Kayak or the support player, which was me before, more like IGL responsibility, then other players who are in a more gun-heavy position, they can get more reaction time and more focus like allocated to themselves. Minus 20 reaction time? Not like minus 20 is like super fast, but like he gets... Well, I guess technically it's plus 200. But yeah. Oh my, Lemo finds 2. Buck goes big. Breach comes out. 2v4. 25 seconds left. No reason to rush things. We got Lion Scan coming out, and with that, should the push come through as well? KDS finds the feet of Jake. That's ironic, and traded back by Kento Spaghetti. Looking to clutch it up for G2, but Lemo says no. Triple kill on the board. And Team 1, 6-3 now, or 3-6 rather. Slowly crawling their way back, but they got a few more rounds to go if they want to make this go the distance. Citizen and Virtue, C102 baby, looking for a big flank here. Gonna try and contest Team 1 on the flank. Perfect time. No! Perfect timing for Levi as he sees the back of Virtue and he's forced to stand still. He does not realize Ben is there in dining for the refractor, and this big kill here will be big. Whoever wins this trade, not gonna be Citizen, he falls back. Wise choice. Whoever was gonna get the kill there was gonna bring a massive advantage to his team. Citizen realizes, goes away, and does not even give the opportunity to lose that. Had he gotten the kill, it would have been a round 1, but had he lost, it would have been a round lost possibly. So, seeing as D2 are in match point with room to go, I would say playing the safe choice here is probably the better play. That, however, was not the safe choice. The peak came out, it got punished. Now Kento left alone library. 20 seconds left. Kento can stay here. He does not have to fall back. He has to challenge and buy time for his team, as the plan cannot comfortably go down as long as verticality is in play. He does not realize the Fuser is top 4. He might now. And now Lemo has to find this kill, and he does. The head sticks out. The helmet is too chunky. Kento dropping with the Fuser being top floor, unbeknown to him. Had he stayed top floor, he could have really played them like a fool. These are the things that either you don't know them, it gets communicated too slowly or too late, or perhaps it just gets missed in the communication because 20 things are happening at once. Also, oNe is playing pulls almost every round. I wouldn't say it's been used to like insane effect, but I do think it's more of like a Valkyrie's band. We don't have a lot of info. Echo is kind of doo-doo. So the pulse can give you vision on one side of the map, and that's really all you need, right? In that scenario, oNe knows on the rappel, he can prep the door, punch it, run out, and get the free kill. That's what he did. Speaking of free kills, Kento Spaghetti gets 1, Ben gets another, that's 3, gets straight back by Lemo. Lemo finds 2 in library. And this round is not over just yet. Lemo has something to say about it, and so does Lagonis. And this is also where the pulse becomes really strong, because you can isolate single targets and know exactly where they are. So all they gotta worry about right now is the position of Lagonis, as they already know where Lemo is. Again, planting's not an option. If you can use the smokes to smoke off one area, fight the opposite. Oh, this is a cheeky, sneaky plan, but the post plan is gonna be rough. Outside the window he goes, and Lemo finds Citizen, and that opens up the round massively. He's only down to 10 health. oNe should almost guarantee wins, but he doesn't. He finds another. It's an ace for a Lemo. And he single-handedly, what the hell is oNe planting? Steals the round from the hands of G2. And the Twitch 6-pick. Despite the smokes not being used, the gun went brrr indeed. And the value came through massively. Jesus, dude. So G2's positioning was extremely passive. They gave the bomb site to Team 1 and they played for a post-plant retake. The issue with the post-plant retake is that it's extremely risky and it's quite difficult. And they didn't have to do it. And it might be in these situations where G2 simply has too much discipline and too much trust in the retake of gunfights that they say, guys, it's okay. When in fact they should have held their ground, stayed with the gunfights, played for the refrags, just like they do best. Same similar take as we've seen earlier. Lemo finds the backside of Kayak's head. He finds 2 on Citizen. Lemo is inside the bar, middle of the map, no drone support, a single lion scan to assist him. He's sitting on 15 kills to 1 into 6. And Lemo might just have something to say about this whole game so far. Saying, I might just have started playing the game early. I was giving you a chance, and the chance is slowly being taken away from your hands. KDS finds Kento. Does not find Virtue. Bit of a whiff. It happens. 5v2. Now all Team 1 has to do is take it slow. This 1 versus 1 gunfight from KDS. Bit overreaching. Let's slow it down. Let's breach the walls. Let's drone it out. Where's the pulse? Where's the diffuser? Alright, guys. Let's breach the wall now. That's the next step. Alright. KDS, you're dead. Hold the flank drone. It gets no... Oh. It doesn't get watched. T4 comes out vertically from pulse. That is a deadly oNe. Now that the pulse no longer has a C4, most of his job is done. He's gonna run back to site and gang up with Virtue. It's gonna be 2 guns against 3. This is exactly where the last lion chest scan, combined with the Lemo smoke grenades, are going to have to carry this round. No impacts, no C4. It's all gunfights. Ace has a summer charge left. They have a minute left to play with. They have 2 drones. The timing just has to come through. The injure comes out. oNe has to go absolutely massive to take this map home for G2. He finds Levi. That's a lion scan off the board. He cannot save Virtue. That is not a possibility. Smokes are gonna come out. That's the start of the execute. That's gonna signal to oNe what is gonna be happening now. And all they have to do now is hold down that F button. oNe's playing in the smoke like a true CSGO player. Drops down below. Could actually be a big play. And Lemo being so low on health, they could easily punish him. The injure comes through. oNe hit the Giga Brain vertical play. 15 seconds left. Lagone has to make a crucial decision. Do I revive? Do I plant? Where do I plant? 9 seconds left. 8 seconds left. Diffuser now on Lagone. Lemo with 20 health. This is the wrong play. The guy with the most health should not have Diffuser. The guy with the least should. So the gunfight goes in his favor. oNe the 1 versus 1. Lagone's AK-12 in hand. Best gun in the game against the UMP. oNe whiffs the head. Whips out the scanner. He knows where he is and he loses the gunfight. It is overtime. G2 gets denied the match point again. And my heart can't take it, dude. Woo! It is so close. oNe played it so well. Got the 1v1. Got the vertical injure. Used the C4 for a kill. Got another 1v1 Lagone's. Barely whiffs the head. But the UMP against the likes of the AK-12 is almost impossible to win. And we are going to overtime. Lemo, especially with fire, with momentum. Levi and KDS being isolated here cost them the round almost. But in the end, they came through. The only thing I would do differently is if a Lemo could have planted and Lagonis could have taken the gunfight. Basically just due to the sheer fact that Lagonis had full health and Lemo is a one-shot. You do put yourself in a better favor against the UMP. But regardless, it worked out in the end. I like how we're seeing Levi constantly on cameras as well, trying to navigate where G2 has and has not been. As based off what default cameras are alive, you will also know where your opponent has been or hasn't. So, keeping track of your opponent's movement is great, especially without the information operators. However, the rappel comes through on Kayak and he finds a kill in the barricade. That was not heard. All the glass wasn't broken. If you don't shoot the glass on windows or break the barricade a bit, then you're not going to hear the sound propagate throughout. That's a big opening kill, and it's what G2 needed to claw it back. But if we know one thing this match so far is that Team 1 does not care that much about advantages. They want to get it back themselves. And they will take every fight they can. In fight, they took a Lemo with a flank. Unseen from the trophy stairs, finding the back of oNe. And just like that, they've gotten back the ground that they once lost. Kento now taking oNe's spot in the rappel. G2 a bit sandwiched. If Lemo stays alive, 20 seconds left. He might not be aware of Kento's positioning, or he might. But as long as Lemo's alive in this position, he should be able to bring some crazy value. He's staring down the barrel of the diffuser carrier in just a moment. And this kill will be very, very big once it happens. And it does. Diffuser is now down. Run for the hills, hide all you can, and the round will be yours. And it is! Team 1 is on match point and 1 round away from taking down G2. And Lemo with a big sigh of relief. His chest expanding and closing again. You could tell that he really wanted that to work out, and it did. And Lemo might break 20 kills this game. And of course, the cast is right now talking about the world record of kills, which we all know is like 26, which is not going to happen this game. Even if they lost this round, Team 1 that is, and they went max overtime, the odds of breaking the world record here is slim to none. I would believe that this map is hard to get a lot of kills on because of the nature of the map. Getting an ace alone on Chalet, like the way it happened, was ridiculous. And you would have to get basically another one for that to happen. Let's not talk about world records just yet, but it is very impressive indeed. Half the round is over. Echo being brought up by oNe, by the way. They finally wanted more intel. Curious to see if playing Pulse and Echo might even work out better. Echo kind of speaks to a more passive playstyle unless you play aggressively off that info. Looking at G2 right now, they got 5 guys in 5 different corners kind of holding down their ground. They're not contesting map control and it gets taken away from them. Kendo gets shot in the butt from library window. Levi then jumps in, but it doesn't matter because Lemo finds the back of Citizen again. Lemo became the hunted. Now he is the hunter. Just like that, flipping the dime on its back, and it's now Kayak and Virtue, 2 versus 3. 2 versus 2 technically, because Levi is still down. Hard to retrieve. Neskin finds the back of Kayak, Virtue in the basement. Full bomb site control. 2 Team 1. Revive comes out. 3v1. 2 Lions against left. If Virtue takes this fight, he will be pinged, and the wallbang comes through, and Lemo, 20 flat kills, I believe. I believe that was his 20th. And Team 1 actually takes the match. 8-6 for Team 1. Down, I believe, 4-0, or at least, at the very least, 3-0. Coming back all the way. Lemo acing it on match point. Fighting his way to overtime. Again and again and again. Finding crucial kills on the map. After being the opening kill for his team multiple rounds, the first 4 or 5 rounds, he started getting the opening kills. He started getting double kills. He started getting entries. He got the clutch. He got the ace. And consistently, since they started turning around, he was the star player of Team 1, really bringing it home. Well done. That's the Lemo that we want to see. Alright, so apparently we got a Clown Fiesta in the Liquid game. So let's just watch this real quick. Apparently, something crazy happened. So this is a Liquid face game, by the way. Oh god, oh god! No, no, he runs into the wall in the 1v1 with zeros. Look, there's 0 seconds left. Astro has to use his pistol because he's out of ammo. Hiya, dude. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky.